I love doing podcasts because it's basically being in a situation, but like being able to just like let your inner voice just be heard because you're like pretending like you're just talking to people outside the walls. So you're like, you know what? If I can narrate this present time situation with you, this is the way I'd tell it. Exactly. This is the way I'd spit it, right?
What I'm gonna tell you right now is this is why I always say, yeah.
We'll play.
Songs is my name.
Yo. It sounds like like yodeling.
Yeah. Dude, he gets so many bitches though. That's the thing. Like,
you know what's gonna be funny is if he sampled the beat from some Irish dude actually yodeling, and then like they auto tuned it, and then you'd be like, "That's some bullshit." Songs is faking it. He doesn't even do that.
I'm pretty sure anyone can give a good yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it takes a special person for that.
Now. Like, he's known for that.
It does. Not everybody can get you.
Not everybody can hit you with a good. Yeah. You gotta put some fucking oomph in that shit.
I feel like that was a pretty good one.
It was.
Spitting some game and a girl go out and tackle a girl on the street.
Roger, Persana's just saying, if you're confident enough to go up to a bitch, lift up her skirt, and just go ham, and then afterwards she might like it. Pause. James raises his hand and says, "Teacher, that sounds like rape." Yes, James, you're correct. You're correct. That's really what happened.
That's how the story went. I was there.
Oh my
Kendrick
God.
Michaels watching the whole thing happen.
I don't know.
I think he was just communicating something that I think we feel as an animal, but it probably wasn't the right time or place for that.
I think just
my radio name is Jamie James. I thought it was cool. Jamie James.
Nice.
See, I think the act of what he does, and even if the girl is okay with it, the act itself is an action of rape.
Right.
Thank you.
Even though it goes
Someone on my side.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like, just because she likes it and everything's fine doesn't mean it's gonna be fine. It's rape.
Yeah,
It's
because
rape.
you did it without consent. There was no consent.
Just because you're not prosecuted
You
by
put
the
your
court for
penis
the
into
action.
her vagina, and she was not okay with it. At the time when it went in, she was not okay with
What
it.
if you went 90%?
No, this is not kissing. This guy thought he was watching hits. He thought that Will Smith and Eva Mendes were right there.
I saw that in a movie, and it rings true. I think in the situation.
No,
I will agree with you in
no.
saying that it's 90%
How do
rape
you
on
judge?
his part.
How do you judge
He hasn't
90%?
touched her vagina, but she can feel the heat of his penis. He's gone 90%.
No. At that point in rape, she's still she's still at the point where she's not
She felt
completely.
the heat of his penis.
Like,
Like that's not that's not
like-
90%, dude. That's like
that's like-
99%.
worked up. He's very worked
Dude,
up.
that sounds terrible. Like, I'm
all
just
been
gonna.
there.
That's like
no,
sliding
we
away.
haven't. That's something I will not agree with ever in my life. We've all been there. No,
Does he, I hope he says it too.
I've never-
Baby, do you feel the heat of my penis?
I've never been to the point where she said,
10%.
I have had sex with a bitch, and she's never said to me, "Oh my God, I felt the heat of your penis right before you." No, that's never fucking happened. No, I hate that.
Once it's inside,
This
it's
guy.
the same temperature
Oh,
as your
that's
whole body.
fucking horrid. These
Well, I
niggas
mean,
are
when it's
terrorists.
knocking on the door, it's putting on
These dudes are fucking horrid, bro. They're fucking terrible.
Let me warm up your cold pink bum with my hot wiener.
These guys fucked with the extra cold pussy.
Fresh out the grill pan.
These guys fucked with the Eskimo pussy.
You never know.
Oh, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know, like,
Wow.
if the colder it is, the probably the more it tightens it right up.
Just as
So I think that's
if
probably a
all
bad
the
thing to say because then that probably means that you're of a smaller faculty.
Smaller faculty.
Small.
Listen to the words that are coming out of this
might
man's
wanna
mouth.
Kicking off a new
Can you
round.
say it again? We'll start it again.
All right, so I'm glad
We've
that
got
my
Kendrick
first
Michaels
podcast with you, our major topic has been rape so far and Xbox achievements.
And now bowling with friends.
Mm.
Away from the lanes. You know, and sometimes going bowling with friends away from the lanes is oftentimes one of the better times that you'll have with your friends.
I feel like, is bowling slang for something, or are you talking about really bowling?
Well, I'm saying that you...
Either way,
you go
it's
bowling with your
boring me.
friends.
I'm getting bored just thinking about bowling. If that's disrespectful, I'm sorry.
Do you not like bowling?
Honest. Bowling's just...
It's more of
Bowling's
a white
what
people
you
hobby.
do on a date when you can't think of shit else to do.
That's a pretty good point.
You're like, oh, I don't want to take her to the movies, so think it's too serious. Oh, I'm not bringing her over to my house. It's too soon. Let's go bowling.
Yeah.
I think bowling
It's like the last resort.
But it's also a small town thing, probably more, too.
Sort of.
There's not very many options, so therefore you're stuck bowling.
Well, and I think bowling's probably one of the last resort sort of things that you do before you go out and rape a bitch.
Right, like Roger has bowled many times. Just because his conscience was fucking with him. He was like, I really shouldn't rape a bitch. All right, I'll go bowl. Maybe I'll find a sexy... Right? Maybe a girl will step outside and I can fucking rape her at the bowling alley. That's what's going through this man's head.
He brings a pen over.
Amber Alert.
I think he just
Persona.
needs the right type of girl, like enter his field. Maybe he's not thinking about it.
Did we get back on the conversation of rape again? From bowling. We went from bowling to rape.
We went from bowling to rape. We're just picking our good friend Persona's mind. That's all we're doing. While we're eating Chex Mix out of a Bud Light pitcher. Side note.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
AKA living the dream.
Living that thing that we like to call the
Doing
dream thing.
that thing we do.
Oh my god.
No
That-
movie reference.
Right, that movie was
So you
terrible.
edit these?
No, that movie was dope, dude. Oh.
Wait a minute.
And here we go.
So you
Hold on. Part 2 of podcasts. Movies. Go.
movies. Tom Hanks, that thing you do. So, you're saying that movie was great?
Whoa. We have a whole different perception on that thing.
It was Tom Hanks.
Tom
that
Hanks was
movie?
the manager, yeah.
He was the manager of the band. He wasn't in the band.
Okay.
No, he wasn't the band member.
It
but
was
he,
4 guys who I couldn't tell you what their name was.
just some dudes in
Yeah.
some red jackets.
Tom
or some
Hanks
shit.
doing that thing you do. If you don't know this movie, you're lame.
Really?
If you don't I'm just trying to look out for everyone.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know what we're talking about and you can't vibe with the discussion, fuck your mom. And I probably did last night. All right. Anyways.
I know he probably did. Boy gets around with some others, if you know what I'm saying.
Stop it. All right.
That's what
Anyways,
Roger hears all the time, but he doesn't do.
Is he going to
Doing that
cougarlife.com?
Doing that thing that you do.
Yes.
Kendrick, what do you think about this?
Are you a
Doing
hater on
that
the movie?
thing you do.
You know, it was catchy.
Oh, yeah.
It was catchy. It had a good hook. It really represents how one band can go from high school talent surge to a national act, just off one really good catchy beat.
And then go completely downhill, or
Right, and then basically that's the end of it. Then you go commercial.
Joe Flava over there. What is really going on with that? Doing that thing that you did one night last summer.
I want to go back to Dan or the man with no name. What was that about
name
porn? Yeah, you like
I
that?
want to be Dan, the man with no name.
Dan, the man with no name. Market and history, folks.
There you go.
This
There's your
just
name.
happened.
There's your name. I just gave you one.
His name
Dan,
is
the man with no name.
Dan, the man with no name. Market and history, folks. This is classic. Shout out to Joe Flava for the inspiration. But Joe Flava, Ken,
Did you say
what do
you
you
were
think
watching
of?
a lot of porn during that time?
He did. He did.
Did I say that I was watching?
You did.
I was making a lot of porn at that time.
Oh, okay.
14 at the time.
That's why. I know how old you were when that movie came
Wow.
out.
And it's getting
Yeah,
a
how
little
old was the other guy
ridiculous.
actor?
I had to use a cap.
He didn't catch it. He didn't catch it. He started answering
I
questions.
stood on one side
He
of the
was
wall.
really. Oh.
So it was a glory hole
The
experience.
gruesome
I
details.
don't know.
The horrid sound effects
I
and
was on
vivid.
drugs mostly, so I don't remember
The
clearly.
vivid images.
But
The cruel
Jamie
parents.
James, back to your original. That's your handle, right?
Jamie James. You
Okay.
got it right.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
I find it
I
unfortunate.
know what's happening. No.
I've heard that noise before. You were between a set
Don't
of
let it go to
thighs.
waste. Find some lucky boy who's not expecting this to happen tonight.
Find a bratwurst nearby and do your thing. All right. Anyways,
I can't even.
When would you say has been your biggest year of horniness?
Biggest year of horniness?
Your biggest year, like the one every morning you woke up, and I mean maybe you're still in it, but yet you woke up, all you think about is sex, all you want is sex, like because you had that moment, like
okay.
right?
I'm in there.
Jamie
The
James.
2 years after I got out of fucking high school. Oh, this is about to be on a podcast, so I have to keep it as generalized as
PG
possible.
rated
Lay
for
it out
those
there.
all listeners.
Let's just say there was many visitors at the apartment those 2 years. No, what do you mean? I didn't cheat on. Okay, all right.
You can lean back.
Kendrick, don't
think-
leave me hanging over there.
I think
know you had your
Jamie
day.
James was just hitting it where it fit in.
Getting it when I. Oh, that's.
You know,
No,
getting
Kendrick,
it in where
why
you fit
would I
in.
do that?
Well, everybody's got their needs.
Dan the man with no name. What do you think of the subject that we just
I love your nickname now.
brought up?
The young having your own apartment, is that when you have your own place for a couple of years?
Whoa.
You don't have a long-term girlfriend?
Maybe there, Dan.
Saying the 2 years, like the years of your most
Horny.
horniness.
Oh,
Horniness.
the most
Not
horny
that
years
I-
of my
not
life.
that-
Oh,
yeah,
the most
yeah.
horny years of my life were spent at my parents' house, unfortunately.
Uh-oh, that
Sorry.
sounds like incest there, Dan.
Sorry for all the jizz.
Wow. Mom, don't fuck me while you're doing the laundry. That's fucked up. This guy, Dan.
I'm gonna masturbate here and
I
there.
shared a room with my brother, and so
Oh, this makes it worse.
every night
He's
was-
digging his own grave over there,
from
boy.
From like 13
Oh my
to
god.
15 to 16,
He's-
that was a pretty torturous time. Because I had to wait.
You gotta shut
They
up.
called me-
You sound
they
so
called me
bad.
Jamie.
I don't want to hear this.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. This is like some personal shit that like celebrities bring out after like they did something fucked up. If Michael Jackson would have ever like just come out and be like, okay, I touched that fucking 5-year-old dick. And I liked it. Like, dude, we would have been mad for a little while. We would have got over it.
Well, yeah.
Your
we got
dad beat you. You know, you didn't really want to do what you did, and you did it anyways. I can understand. Like, that's fucked up. But
All right.
instead, you just put it off. And then if you wouldn't have died the year of your 50th birthday, you would have came out and you would have said,
Where did we get this?
exactly, some off-the-wall shit.
We went from that thing that you did to that thing that he did.
Me and all 4 of my brothers lived in one room, and the only time I had an ejaculation was when I was in that room. Then I would have been like, holy shit, like, dude, your family, not only did you get your ass beat, you didn't want to do shit, you were antisocial, your brothers did some shit to you that you can never forget. Like, I'm not mad at you. Next subject.
Are we still talking about me?
I don't know.
Dude, that got really deep real fast.